Welcome to the MMA VCast, everybody. I am your host, Maverick King. I'm joined on the other side of the continent by Remington King. We're going to be breaking down and predicting as the MMA VCast is back. Yes, it has been a slight hiatus. I do apologize, but I've just been kind of lazy. So we're back. We're going to make some predictions here on UFC on Fox, which is going to be a sit card in Anaheim, California, which we will be in attendance for November 12th, 2011, to see Cain Velasquez take on up-and-comer and officially has came through the ranks, Dos Santos. So, first of all, let's talk about the co-main event, which will only be on the internet for some strange reason. Clay Guida taking on Ben Henderson. In all likelihood, the winner of this fight will get the next title shot. Remington, how do you see it playing out?
Man, that fight is going to be an all-out, insane fight, a war. As Guida always comes, both guys always come ready to win, and they do their best, whatever it may be. Henderson's a big guy. Guida's a warrior. It's going to be back and forth, but I'm going to predict Guida being as high-paced as always, taking his shots and setting himself up for the takedown, and getting out a 29-28 unanimous decision victory over Ben Smooth Henderson.
Very interesting. I think Clay Guida is going to come out like he always comes out, super energy. Ben Henderson's got a lot of power. We saw what he did to Jim Miller. I don't really know whose game plan is going to be more effective. I think Ben Henderson, every time Guida comes at him, he's just going to hit him with a shot, one of those nasty leg kicks, one of those combinations that he lands a lot of, and I think Ben Henderson's going to slowly wear Guida down, and I think that he gets the 30-27 decision, but it should be an amazing fight. That being said, of course, the main event, Cain Velasquez, who I still have problems with for beating my man Brock Lesnar, is going to be taking on Junior dos Santos for the UFC heavyweight title on Fox. Should be huge. By the way, I did predict that the UFC, at the beginning of the year on my predictions that I set, I did predict the UFC would be on either Fox, ESPN, or NBC by the end of the year, and, well, that's a later video, and we'll post that later. But this should be an amazing fight. I think Cain Velasquez is dominating power when it comes to his wrestling ability. I don't think his punching ability is so crisp and clean that it doesn't need all that power like a Shankar one needs. But at the same time, I think he's got so much skill in every position that when it comes down to you break down him and Junior dos Santos has amazing boxing. But Cain Velasquez, I think, will be implementing a Brock Lesnar type strategy, and he's going to go for that takedown. He might stand up. I think he'll test the water standing, but I think it won't be too long before he takes the fight to the ground, and I think he'll wear Junior dos Santos out, get Junior dos Santos' arms filled with blood, tire him out, and I think eventually he'll finish him probably in the third round via TKO.
Yeah, this is another really tough fight to predict. Junior dos Santos, constantly improving, constantly. I mean, we saw what he did to Shane Carwin and just how he just mauled Shane for 3 rounds, and even took Shane down a couple times, which was not, no one saw that. But anyway, he did get taken down by Shane, but he was able to get up soon after. I don't think Velasquez is going to let him get up that easily after Velasquez takes him down, because I think Junior will start firing away right off the bat, throw some uppercuts. I don't know. I mean, the last time we saw King's chin tested was against Chet Congo, who rocked him with an easy jab. So maybe he has some secretly super weak jaw that we don't know about, but we'll see where that goes. So if Junior can hurt him and keep his distance and keep away from Cain getting clinch or Cain taking him down, I think it'll be his fight. But I think, Cain has such a high amount, like his just the pressure he puts on constantly is just never ever stops. So I kind of foresee Cain wearing Junior out, but in the end, I think Junior is going to land that shot in the third or fourth round. But Junior is going to land that shot that just sends Cain to Queer Street, and that'll be the end of that. And Junior will win via fourth round TKO.
That would be fascinating. If Junior dos Santos could take down Cain Velasquez essentially in his hometown, it would be an amazing, not only an upset, but I mean both guys are insanely talented, but it would be so insane just to see that, especially live. So if you're going to be there, we will see you there. Should be an amazing card. Anaheim, California. If you're not there, I feel sorry for you. Also, last note, UFC 138 is this weekend. It is in England, and it's going to be Chris Lieben taking on Mark Munoz. Just real quick, love this fight. Very entertaining. I think Mark Munoz, obviously, the goal is going to be to take it down fast. But we saw what happened when Mark Munoz tried to trade in his last fight. Did not look good for him. I like Chris Lieben in this fight. I think he's going to be able to keep this standing, and that's going to be bad news for Mark Munoz. I think we're going to see a second-round TKO for the Crippler.
I definitely agree. Second round TKO by Crippler. I think it's going to be very similar to his fight against Aaron Simpson, because Aaron Simpson even wrestled Mark Munoz in college, and he beat him. So if Chris Lieben knocked out Aaron Simpson and dealt with his wrestling, I think it's going to be. I mean, I'm not saying Mark Munoz is not as good as Aaron Simpson. I think he's better. But I'm just saying, overall. But I'm just saying, I think Lieben's just got this in the fact that he's going to be able to keep it the way he wants it and land that vicious left hand like he always does, and just take Munoz out in the mid-second round.
Yeah, should be an excellent fight. All right, that is it for this episode of the MMA VCast. We will see you next time.